Hello and welcome back to Factorio. I'm Ivan and this is me learning to Megabase, basically. Now, in the last episode we finished the last of the sciences, which is great. In this episode I'm first going to do some small cleanup things that needs to be done. I'm also going to look at the messed up green circuit array blueprint and make that properly. I'm going to look into what resources we need, and I'm going to expand some science here, because these, the red and the green and the military ones are only, I think the military ones at least, let's check quickly. 2 every 10, so 5, no that's fine, that's 1 every second, but these ones are 1 every 2 seconds, so I'm going to double those up. I'm also going to add a few more labs, I think. And first of all I'm going to fix something here, because this has been annoying to me. These ones are moved a bit too far down, so the top ones aren't giving away materials to anything. So let's see, there. And this one also needs to be moved. And moving that up here and up like this. And not there, but moving this up as well. And this one is the out one, so it's fine to turn it here. And tunneling it around here. Boop. That's nice. Now a few science in here, which is fine to trash because it's here. I didn't properly set up this one, so that's going to be one of the things I'm going to do this episode as well. And the power of these. Now this one is as far down the belt as possible, so this should be better for the production here. I'm also going to start a research. And one thing I'm going to do is to get the artillery at some point. So I'm just going to do, the research is needed for that. Need concrete to make artillery, so that's why I make that right now. And because it's a quick research. And I forgot what I was doing. Oh yes, the recycling of the these ones, these ones, and that's here. I don't remember if I requested, no. So that's the production science. Let's get all of them and let's put them here. I'm not sure if there is any production science in the system now, but let's put some just to see that it's working. There we go. And priorities, okay, and good. Now there's also a few things I'm going to look at, like the labs here, and this is important at this stage, I think. And that is, let's see, hovering this one, there's 50 in the chest, but bottom right we can see that there's 124 labs in the logistic system storage, and that's very silly. So what I'm going to do is, instead of using the circuit connection here, I'm going to connect it to the logistic network. And as long as labs in production, there, as long as labs are below, how many labs do we add at the time? Let's say 20. Then it's on. So now it's off. And I'm also going to use this as a recycling thing for labs. So what I do is like this, and then I request all the labs, say 500. Could be more, could drag it all the way, but if I, you know, lose 500 labs somewhere, something is really wrong and it needs to be fixed. So that's fine. Now it's not going to produce more even if stuff ends up in a different chest somewhere. And let's see, there's two things I'm going to do with labs. I'm going to add more. Let's do that first. That's the most important part so far. So I'm going to tear down these. And I'm going to add that blueprint here, just so it's easy to find afterwards. And then I'm going to do, I'm going to copy just a single part of the things that's easy to loop, and that's this part. So that's tileable. So I'm just going to put the labs like so. Let's see how we are doing with the space. Yeah, loads of space. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, that's good. We can place it right there. And that fits. Almost sure that that fits. Now, I had a comment about the car science, and I did the maths for that one, and a red belt transfers 1800 material a minute, and half a belt is 900. So as long as we don't go to 1000 science a minute, that's 1 rocket a minute, then we're fine like this when we upgrade the yellow belts here to blue belts. But that's going to happen soon, I think. Now let's look at everything here. Another thing is that I really want the artillery, so I'm going to start going for that while I'm doing this cleanup. Also, let's see, let's look at the thing. We have enough of every resource right now, so that's very nice, but it looks like the steel is thinning, and it's thinning fast, and if this one drains all the way, it's going to really slow down science. So I'm going to quickly copy this. That's the full array here. Yes. And I'm going to plop it down. Let's see. Let's do this properly here. We can put it adjacent. Let's blow up a few cliffs and remove the turrets. And line it up like so. Yeah, that's nice. Need to belt this. I should probably run down there. I have time for that anyway. And let's see what's going on here. Oh, 5 blues. Don't want blues to be in the chest there. Can use it anyway soon. And more military. Oh, and I'm going to do the same with the turrets now. Quickly, while I remember it, running before I forget, I'm going to do the buffer chest, and I'm going to connect to logistic network instead. That's turret, and if we have less than, say, 50. Because now we have 100 in the chest, and how many? 115. Oh, it's not that bad actually. And perhaps, let's see, that's what? I thought I changed one of these. Let's see. Oh, it's still connected. Did I put both of them on? Let's remove these and see if we can connect it anyway. Yeah. Connect. Don't need the cable there. That's nice. And for some reason, let's see. Connect less than 100. Less than 100 and set. That's nice. And if I now remove, they start running again. Good, good. And so the whole recycling thing, I'm going to take it one step at a time because I don't want to, you know, let's spend 45 minutes to upgrade the chests. And have to connect this one up with iron and the fuel here. So let's do that. There we go. These should have enough fuel for a bit, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to drag it out on the, or pull the iron out on the left side for this side. Let's look at this. No, I can do it on the right. I can just shift them. That's here. And all the way to steel. And then this thing is going here. And this thing is headed for a conflict spot here. And military 3, let's do military 4. It's such a nice moment, the moment where, let's see, 78, that's way too many, 50. 35 plus 20%, that's plus 7, that's 42. It's not enough because we need 60. So I'm going to connect these two together for now, and then I'm going to do a priority system. So this belt that I created just now has, let's see, an input priority, no, output priority to the left, because then this belt can share afterwards with the different belt that's coming from here. Okay, now this one needs to be dragged up a bit, so cutting the belt. Not sure if it can reach the whole way. And oh, it looks nice below the cliff there. Like so. And I'm going to move up because I need to move anyway. Move up to the terrible mishap of a green circuit array. But I'm going to connect this first. Oh, look at it standing there, taunting me with its inefficiency. No, it's fine. We haven't needed it anyway. Now, the biter attacks are getting quite big at times, and that's one of the reasons I want the artilleries ASAP. I'm going to do input priority to the right here, so this one is prioritized in case we have, yeah, we have some stuff on the way that needs it as well. Okay, green array. This episode so far is quite efficient, I feel, and I really hope I'm not forgetting anything. So what we need to do is turn this. I'm going to see if I can. Yeah, it's the lowest one. There, 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 and there. Now, this is nice. It's just going to fill the belt right now, so it doesn't matter, but it's fine. And then I'm going to make these output on the right instead of input. Because what we want to do is shift the product to the inner line. We don't want it to be prioritized in the opposite direction. So that's nice. Let's look at the blueprint library to fix this. You are useless and wrong. And let's see. I have so many blueprints here. Yeah, this one can go away for a bit. This one, do not need you. And this is what we copy. Now, there's one more thing I'm going to, let's see, green, one belt out. Yeah, that's fine. Good, green, one belt out. Uh-oh. Blueprint, blueprint. I didn't save. Let's make sure we did this. Yeah, this is bad. So this is gone. And this is the good one. Yeah. Green chips, one belt out. Save. The name didn't save. Again. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. Green. Save label. Aha. Okay. Green chips, one belt out. Sorry about that. There we go. And save. And blueprint library. No. Let's see. Green chips, one belt out. Blueprint library. And there we are. Now I'm going to change a bit of this later, because later we get beacons, and I could have saved power poles if I moved this one between and this one down one. The reason I have it like this is that I want to fit a beacon here, because every beacon will affect a lot, and it will speed it up. So it might be doable with productivity modules in these. I'm not very used to using beacons, so I might mess up arrays from time to time with that, but I hope to learn and to get to use that later. Let's see. I'm going to turn down some crap here. Not that button, that was the cut and not the delete. And there's coal on the ground there as well. And plop down. Let's see. This looks good. Like so. And yeah, power king. Oh, I like my robots. They are so nice. Now, this is fixed. I guess I removed all the turrets now. So that's no good. So I'm going to do the turret blueprint, if I have it here somewhere. There. And place a couple of those. Let's see, there it's probably fine. And one on this side as well. Okay. And then, let's see, more than enough steel now. Well, that was the plastic I was looking at, but more than enough steel now, I think. No, it's still thinning. It's still thinning. Maybe. Wow. So these new sciences really eat steel a lot more than I thought. I'm glad I started at least with building one, and I should probably just build the second one right away, because there is enough resources for it, I believe. And iron, how are we looking on iron? Iron is looking good. Maybe the recipe's changed, or maybe I just don't have a clue how much we need of everything. Now let's get this one. And let's see, just going to remove the belt here. Like so. And plop, plop. And you go there. Oh, it feels so strange to place blueprints on the deconstructed stuff. Removed way too many here. Okay, let's see how it goes. Now, researching artillery, and it has stopped. It's probably because green or red science. Yeah, it looks like it. So I'm going to do that now. Just doing the maintenance, raising our efficiency, doubling up on science. Let's see. To make this is the silly electric poles, which do not have enough electricity. Oh, you're not connected. This is probably the bots. I'll check. No. Well, the robots are using a lot, but it might be because I triggered a bunch of miners now as well for making the steel. Okay, so it would be nice with some solar arrays. That's going to happen as well at some point. Well, and that point is getting very close. Now let's see, upgrade planner. This one isn't needed much right now. Actually, it's exactly what's needed right now. So if what I do is, let's see, you go there and you go there. Then we, oh, that was wrong. And there, okay. Now if we put that here and open it, this was from a comment you can upgrade using the upgrade planner like this. And that was great. So thank you for that. There's too many here though, so I'm going to do it manually. But it's that was a really nice tip because I had no clue. Now let's see. Turn down here and here. And then pasting you here. Doing the same here as well. Boom. Like, I'm going to try the holding shift and then removing these. Create blueprint. And fast transport belt is in the way. Bye bye. And plop. Now, don't want this to connect here. And I guess we can give our robots a bit of work here, because this is a lot, I think, yeah. But that's fine. They can take their time and move it all up. Now let's see. You go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Somehow I placed it with... Oh. I'm not sure what I did there. It looked like I placed it with the old power poles, even though I didn't think I did. And you get turned over here. Like so. That's doubled up our things. And by things, I mean green and red science. And yeah, this is the things moving. That's fine. Right now I'm using a lot of military science anyway. And let's see, we have red, we have green, missing green on this one. But green is flowing. Okay, so we are getting some. I'm going to set up the production of the artillery shells as well, I think. just so we get started on that. That's going to be here because we have explosives already being made. And I think, let's see, artillery shells need explosive cannon shells. Just making sure, yeah. Explosives and explosive cannon shells. So that's like this, because one requires 4, so 4 every 15 seconds, and these ones are 2 every 8 seconds. So 2 of these will make 4 every 16 seconds, and that's close enough. That's here. Like so, and these need steel and plastic. And steel, let's see, we have steel coming down here, so might as well move that like so. This looks messy, but I think I like it. I'm going to weave it here. Yeah, that's fine, because this isn't something we're going to expand anyway. Like so, that's steel, and then we need plastic. I'm going to connect it here, I think, so I'm going to split this one the other way, like so, just to pull it off the bus. And it looks weird because we actually produce it here, but since this belt is going that way and we can't get it down here and use long inserters, could possibly up here split it off and up, but that will be a bit messy. And this one is going to be just a bit more spaghetti, and I enjoy spaghetti, so that's fine. Let's split it off here. And only half belt, so that's fine, like so. Yeah, that's nice, I think. Let's see. No, not this one. That was needed. No. And inventory is full, okay. Plastic, go there. Steel, go there. Steel, go there. You are going to the trash slot. Oh, something got destroyed here. Haha. It's been a while, I think. So let's place one more of these. Now, artillery is being made. Let's see. This, and definitely don't need blues going that way, but yeah, we have enough power for it anyway. And so you are building now. You don't have the recipe yet. Oh, there is something else that needs to be done here, and that's one requester chest, because I'm going to be lazy enough to request the radars. I'm not going to belt radars down here or build them down here. This is about some efficiency, so even though I don't really enjoy complete bot bases, some bot moved products are going to be used. This was blinking thing. There should be one more here somewhere. It's on this. There. Okay. Just removing the alert there. And yeah, here's an issue as well. We don't get enough steel. Well, we don't get enough iron ore for the steel array. But I think we are actually tapping everything here. So we can shift the priorities, but I don't think it matters because these aren't using a lot anyway. And on the iron in, just going to check. I'm going to shift it so we have priority from down there, which means that the smelters up there will smelt a bit less, and that might help with the steel production up there as well. I'm also going to drag this belt, because if that one manages to go all the way through, if it manages to go all the way through, then we can share it with bus. And like so. This one is going to be shared. I'm going to do an underground anyway here because of the walkway, and so an input priority to the right. So as long as you have iron coming up here, it won't take anything from this. So that's nice. That helps shift everything a tiny bit. And artillery is almost done. So that's nice. And to make the artillery itself, unless I make a wagon, because that just requires a whole bunch of engine units, I'm going to need concrete. So I'm going to stop concrete, because at some point we need it anyway. Need 1,000 concrete, I believe it is, for the rocket silo. And concrete needs stone brick, iron ore, and water. I can check from here. Yep. And that's going to be up here. I'm going to split off some iron ore, even though it's suffering a bit. I'm going to do it here, and I'm going to prioritize the concrete. Because this belt will just back up anyway. Now let's see. It can be moved here. And then it can merge with, let's say up here is the stone. And you can go in a tunnel here. That's like so. Half a belt of iron and a bunch of belt buffer, which is fine. And then we just split this one up. Let's see. Like so. Let it go along here. Liking this spaghetti. I like belts that run like this, like next to other belts, and especially when it goes in opposite directions, because it's at the first glance it's hard to see what's going on, and it looks very cool. So I'm going to make 2 of these, and provider chest in the middle. I also need water for these, and that's there. Water. Oh, that's artillery. That's artillery. That's big. Now, I'm not sure if convenience or if something like this, but right now we don't have product to make a lot of that. So I guess for now, let's see. Cannon shell damage. I'm not sure if this works on artillery, so I'm not going to research it yet. If anyone knows, feel free to comment, but I don't think it works. For now, more laser damage. I think it takes a while, and actually make mining productivity, because right now our mines are struggling a bit, I feel. And so concrete is here. And then the piping like So I'm out of pipe actually. Let's see, don't need walls, don't build walls. Everything that builds walls is bots. And there we go. I hope. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And they're working, and this, just make sure, yeah, it's way inside the area. Okay. And is it protected? No. But if a biter gets in here, I'm going to give him a medal instead of fixing it right now. It's fun to see how sneaky the biters are anyway, because they are sneaky at times. And sometimes they're not, they're just running into the defenses. Now, artillery shells, quickly before I forget, so those start building up. Oh, it's down here. And artillery shell, that's nice. Need to put it here. In, not in a requester, in a provider chest. Actually, I'm going to put it in the buffer chests, because I'm going to tear down artillery after I'm done with it, and then it's nice to get them all back here. Let's say 50, because the chest can only support 48 slots, so 50 is enough, and I don't need to limit this. Okay. Oh, we have an attack. Oh, a big attack. No. I thought I defended this. No, I removed and to build another one. Oh no. Oh no. At least I'm close and can fix it now. And the bots are going to do the work on everything that's destroyed, so it's not an issue. It's just... yeah, silly me. Okay. Acid on the ground. Okay. Let's see. One here and one here. And this is outside the production area, apparently. So let's connect it as close as possible here, I think. And power. And yeah, this is going to be built by itself, but once this finishes, it's getting power. I'm going to make sure it gets iron ore. And that's from these, let's see, 34. That's 34, that's 6.8, so that's 40 in practice, and then these. Okay, so it's a bit more, but it's not going to make a huge difference. So I'm just going to do it like this, and the mining productivity will be improved. So at some point, at least. It's really slow right now. I'm not sure what we're lacking. Lacking green. Lacking green science. Okay, let's see if anything is missing anything. No, it seems fine. It's just not producing fast enough. But it's still 1 every second. So I guess it's because all of the researches that's being done right now requires green, and not all of them requires everything else. So I guess in hindsight I should maybe make more green than the other ones, and red of course, but red is usually very steady. Now this is one that should produce as well. Nice. What's... Oh, it's a cliff. There we go. Let's do more steel smelters, and this, instead of dragging this belt all the way, let's see, you can go by mine. Instead of dragging this all the way up, I'm just going to merge it here because it's just 40% of a belt combined anyway. Now, something is wrong. And that would be this. Okay. I'm glad I noticed that before the episode was done, because that would have made me look very silly. Oh, and over here, okay. Let's see. Need to get the logistics network over here as well. Now you can go outside there, and this is going to be fixed now, as long as it's powered, but it is, yes. Okay, so we have the green array working, which just finishes up the belt. But we have enough greens for the blues, yes. And we have enough reds for the blues, yes. Because we're capping the blues right now, okay. So I'm just going to leave the mining productivity flowing for now. And that's not a good picture. Let's see. To remove this, maybe have this one on so we can see if there are holes like here or here. The labs, but they can't get in anyway. Okay, so labs are working perfectly. Labs have too many lamps, but that's okay. Smelting doesn't look like it's getting better, but that's okay. We have tons of iron coming in here. Well, and by tons I mean 60 a second, which is more than we can use right now. And steel is flowing better, but it's not flowing well, I think. No, it's definitely not flowing well. And that also means, oh, power issues. Because biters, okay. Steel not flowing well. I'm going to look at the chest up at the rails, because I'm going to circuit condition the outserter basically there. Pop down some lamps because it's dark and that's scary. Like so. Okay, now connect you, copy you, and turn you around. So now it will only work if we have more than 1,000 in here, because I want a buffer of these. Oh, lots of steel coming in now. I guess at some point now the out belts like here and here are going to catch up and get a buffer because it's flowing nice. And we connected, of course, a third. So 3 times as much steel now as we did before the episode. Twice as much science on green and red. And green is still the ones we don't have. That's fine because we are catching up on that as well. And stuff is getting repaired, and I'm going to swap this out with, or maybe just add, I'm going to add it right now actually to be sure. Adding it on the wall here, so we save. a couple of walls, basically. Like so. Overkill. Definitely overkill. Now, in the next episode, I'm going to look into power, because right now, I think our science flows well enough for us to just do science while we fix stuff. Oh. Oh, because buffering, of course. Because everything started down here and it needs to fill up, so there is a lack of solid fuel right now. I'm not sure why it's draining so fast up here, though. This might be the reason. Okay, so this is going to fix itself when I go into solar panels. So that's nice. That's definitely on the agenda for next time. I'm going to make a blueprint. I'm also going to make some artillery turrets and blow up some biters. And that's going to save some power as well, because these turrets take a lot of power. I think, let's check quickly as the last thing before the episode ends. Yeah, it's eating 10 megawatts almost. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay then. Oh, and mining productivity is done. We're getting into this. That's nice. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the spaghetti. See you in the next one.